are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just to trick me, trick me, trick me, trick me.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Jules World. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get into a project. So what you will need is two 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper, okay? And then you're gonna be cutting these out 9" by 8". And next you're gonna need your scoring board. The 9" section, guys, you're gonna be scoring at the 4". And then you're gonna score at the 5". And in between, we're gonna be filling those gaps, okay? Right, and you're gonna do the same thing for the other paper. Make sure it's at a 9". And then you're gonna cut yourself out 2 more scrapbooking paper. Your measures, 3.5" by 1". You're gonna need 2 of those. And we're gonna be corner punching these. So once you're done, guys, just pull through those scoring lines. Once you're finished following those scoring lines, guys, it should now look like that. You just kind of curve, just pull through those scoring lines in between. Okay, and then it should now look like that. I'm gonna be spraying this and putting some fabric on this. So you're gonna need your spray adhesive and spray this, guys. Put your fabric on there and spray on the fabric. Once you finish doing that, it's gonna look like this, guys. Outside base and your inside base, which is these two. Strap closures, which is these two here. It should be covered in fabric. These two aside. So let me show you what we're doing next, okay? Now we're gonna do the inside. That's how the inside looks. Isn't that pretty, guys? Oh, I love this. This is clear acetate sheets that I used, and I purchased this from Joann's, or you can get it from Hobby Lobby as well. That's what we're gonna make in our pockets, clear vinyl pockets inside, and I love the way that looks. I made one pocket here, then there's a pocket right here, and then there's one right here, and then there's one over here, and then there's one up here. So that's what we're gonna be doing next. You're gonna be cutting yourself out one vinyl that measures 3 1/4" by 4". You're gonna need another pocket that measures 2.5" by 8". You're gonna need 2 more that measures 8" by 3 1/4". You're gonna need 2 of those. And so these are gonna be our pockets on the inside of there. You're gonna put some bias tape. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, guys. You know, I am West Indian and I have an accent, so it comes through sometimes. So forgive me if I am not quoting certain words right because of my accent, but excuse that. Let me just put it up here so you guys can see. This is what I purchased. I had purchased this from Hobby Lobby, or you can get it from Walmart as well. Bias tape. So I think I pronounced it right, but if I don't, forgive me, guys. I need some of that, and I'm gonna use the pink one. So what I did, I'm gonna take our bias tape, measure it. You don't have to measure the same exact measurement, guys, as the pockets, but a little bit over, like a 1/2 inch over from each end. Just cut that off right there. Okay, like so. Let it be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put it right here, and we're gonna cut this strip right in half. And with that cut, you have like about 1, 2, 2, and 3, and it's supposed to be 4 strips come out of that one there, and that's perfect. That's a good amount for us. Take that same strip that you cut, and then we're gonna be putting it on the end, one end of the pockets. Let me put it down there. You guys can see. All I'm gonna do is open it up and put it on, just lay it on the end of the pockets like that. them in place, and now it should look like that. I'm gonna be sewing all the way down here. This is how I did it. So you can sew all the way. Okay guys, first 3.5 inch by 8 inch pocket, I cover that with bios tape at the tip of the end, guys. I covered that one, and the other one that measures 2.5 inch by 8 inch, I put some bios tape at the end of that too as well, guys. And then the smaller pocket that measures 3 1/4 of an inch by 4 inch, I did that as well. We're gonna be sewing onto this, but the only one pocket we're gonna leave alone, we're gonna leave that afterwards because I have to do this one first before I do this one. 8 inch by 3.5 inch, we're gonna leave that for right now. Okay, then we're gonna go to a machine and we're gonna sew on these guys. And then you can use your zipper foot. But I'm gonna go to my machine and show you guys that process, and then we can get to the next step afterwards. All right guys, make sure you switch out your footer and put your zipper foot in there. Let's start all the way to the end, okay guys, the tip. Make sure you're holding down on the bios tape, guys, as you sew. Okay? Make sure you're holding it down so it can stay evened. And then you're gonna do the same thing for this one, and the same thing for this one as well. Once you finish sewing those corner of the pockets, you're gonna be cutting the ends off, okay? Then you do it to all 4 ends. 3 of them should look like that. All right, and so now we're gonna be doing this last pocket here. And the reason why I wanted to do this last one, because this is gonna be going, the smaller pocket is gonna be going on top of the bigger pocket. And you set it in place and then just pin that piece. That end can stay still, and then we're gonna be putting our other strip of bios tape, and it's gonna look like that afterwards, okay? And then we're gonna sew all the way down there. All right, then we get to the next step. All right guys, this is how it's supposed to look now. I'm gonna cut the ends off of there. Inside base, we're gonna lay this down. It's gonna be right there. We're not gonna worry about the edge because the edge of this pocket's pointy. We're just gonna cut that off after we finish sewing it around, guys. Okay, looking like that. But before we even sew this on and everything, we're gonna need to sew these two together. These two pockets right here. We'll be sewn in the middle. Pin that in place. This is 8 inch right here. We're gonna do half of that. So we're gonna measure it out, and from 8 inch, we're gonna do 4 inch in, okay? And mark that spot right there. Use this dry erase marker, and that way I can erase the mark afterwards out, and it won't be an issue. I'm gonna go and sew all the way down that strip. It should now look like that. Sewn down in the middle, and just go ahead and get yourself a wet tissue and just wipe that. Let's position this in place. The next step, before I even sew this on, let's go ahead and do our strap closure. I'm gonna be using some buttons on this. You're gonna go ahead and install the snap buttons. So what you're gonna do first, before we install the snap buttons, we're gonna sew all the way around this, all the way around, okay? We're gonna sew that on there, and then once we finish, we're gonna put a snap button in. And then once I do that, I get back to the next step. Your strap closure should be sewn all the way around, and your button should be in place, and it should look like this. So let's go ahead and position this on the base. And so this is my base, the front part of the banner. And we're gonna center this. I already made a mark right here. From here to here is 8 inch, and then 4 inches the center, and then about 1.5 inch in. You're gonna tape it down. And then we're gonna close that up, and then we're gonna be marking the front section. And once again, 8" you want to mark it 4" and about an inch or less than a half an inch in, you can place your button there as well. Okay guys, all right, and I'm going to put some tape right here. The next step is optional. You don't have to do this, but it's up to you if you want to. But I'm going to put a ribbon, it'll be my bookmark. This ribbon measures about 11" long. We're going to be placing it, it's outside of the base actually. It's going to be sitting like this, and then we're going to put it like that, guys. We're putting it like that, like about right next to the scoring line. Place it right there. All right, and then we're going to be putting our inside base on top of that, and when we sew, we're going to sew it down, and it's going to sew like that. The pockets you're going to place right here. You're going to cut the tip of these ends here that's sticking out after we finish sewing it in, guys. And once we're finished doing that, we're going to be sewing all the way around here, guys, all the way around. Then we get to next step. Okay guys, I finished sewing all the way around. But this is how it looked, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? And close that up, guys. So, and then of course the last step, guys, is we're gonna install our eyelets and then our elastic band. The elastic band measures about 16". The eyelets, of course, you guys know how to position that, and those that don't know, I will have a link to a video that tells you step by step how to install these. Once you do that, guys, you are done. And I have this other one too. And put a twist to this one. I put, kind of be creative and use this elastic band, and you just pull it in front. It's like that, it's a closure, and I think that looks beautiful, guys. And I started this one. I didn't get a chance to finish it because I was so excited to do it. I just love the way it come out. I put this extra journal in there, and I kind of slide it into the pocket. And I still have room for another notebook if I wanted another one in there, but I think I like the size of it. I like the thickness of it. I don't want to make it more thicker, so I'm going to keep it like that. I love the fact that you can see through these pockets. And I just started it, like, I think I did 1 page. Yep, 1 page. I started to do some of my crafting, my little creation in there. I love it. Love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to filling this up. I'm just excited about it. I want to fill it up, and I probably will do a tutorial on it. Guys, I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It is, guys, this is beautiful. I love it, and I hope you guys like it too. Comment below and let me know what you think about these. I think they're beautiful. And yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. You will definitely see me in my next video. Bye, my YouTubers.